both the questions are actually difficult to answer. What we enjoy is naturally coming. So it's the tuning of your mind that decides what you enjoy, right? So it's a framing that has already been done. Say for example, I like ice cream. Whenever I see ice cream in the market, my mind will say, "Oh, go and pick up one," because I'm attuned to ice cream. So my mind responds to that, right? But it may not be the case with others. So maybe somebody else doesn't like ice cream, like something else. So when you start talking about things that you like, very interesting thing that you have to understand about it is that it is your own creation. It's your own mind's creation, right? And is it changeable? Answer is yes, it's changeable, because you have to change the orientation of your mind. Mind is neuroplastic, it can change. How does it change? Change the practice. When you change the practice, what happens? It creates a lot of resistance in your mind, right? It will not change. Say for example, you're coming to college every day from your home and you're taking a particular route. इधर से जाएंगे और कॉलेज पहुंच जाएंगे. Every day you're going there. On a one fine day, there is a blockade or there is an accident and you have to take a different route. Your mind will resist. वो disturb हो जाता है. Okay, अरे अब कैसे करेंगे? उधर से जाना पड़ेगा, ऐसे होगा, वैसे होगा. You know, anything that you, even the dress that you pick up, so scientifically speaking, these are all dopamine factor. Dopamine is not happiness per se. Dopamine is something, it gets released in your mind when you get rewarded for something. You know, when you think that is my achievement, if somebody comes and says, "Oh, you have done a good job," it actually creates a rush of dopamine in your body, and your body needs more and more dopamine. There's a very beautiful exercise I do with the audience, and I ask them to write 10 things. Write 10 things. If you get, you will be happy. More than 2,000 questionnaire analyzed, and I'll tell you something very interesting. 80% of what they have written is actually rush of dopamine. I want reputation, I want good position, I want job, I want money, I want this, I want holiday, these are all dopamine basket. Now all we need, because excessive dopamine has actually captured you, 80%. So this means that you have to adopt something called dopamine detoxing, right? So you have to take this route of dopamine detoxing. Think about it, in one of the TEDx talk I talked about this, the ice cream versus happiness. Ice cream versus helping others. So just imagine, you have helped somebody in the time of need, right? What did your body got? What did your mind got out of it? Your mind got satisfaction, your mind got happiness, because the feeling that you have helped. You ate ice cream. What did your mind actually got? What did your body got? Your body got pleasure, happiness. I liked it and I ate it. In both the cases, there is happiness, right? Eating ice cream, helping other. In both the cases, your body got happiness. But do you think that the feeling of happiness, which you got after eating ice cream, and the feeling of happiness that you got after helping others, are these two feelings the same feeling in your body? No. Please understand me. No, it is not. These two feelings are different. Why? Because when I actually ate ice cream, it increased the level of dopamine in my body. When I helped other, it actually created serotonin in my body, right? And then there is a group of such chemicals, neurochemicals, which is required for a good life. It's not just serotonin, it's oxytocin you need. You need endorphin. Now what is endorphin? Endorphin, if you don't have endorphin in your body, what will happen to your body? Your body will never ever rest. It will always be anxious, anxiety, full of anxiety, and resistance will be very low. If somebody will say a little bit of thing about you, if somebody of your friend came and said, "Oh, वो तुम्हारे बारे में ऐसे बोल रहा था," and then your whole body, mind will react. Because you don't have enough endorphin. Question is, how do you get endorphin in your body? Now, Harvard research is very clear, and there are many research that comes from the medical science. It says that if you have adopted a practice, which means you get up in the morning, let's say 5, 6, go for 30 minutes walk, empty stomach. This is how you get the maximum amount of endorphin in your body. Now the research, Harvard research, which has actually was conducted for about more than 80 years, is one of the longest longitudinal studies available to us about human development. They have studied 269 lives till their death. Now they are studying their children. So such a profound study, and it says that those who actually adopted morning walk as one of their practice and consistently doing it at least 4 to 5 times in a week, 30 minutes minimum, right? Brisk walk. They are happier, they are healthier, and they are richer. Can you believe this correlation? So all you have to do is to change and build your well-being. So there is another research I'll quote. This research is very interesting, that moved me a lot. Actually, it said before you build anything for yourself, build well-being habits for yourself. Keep your body in position. Most of the things are, mind and body connection is very deep, but you have to keep your body first, you have to take care of your body. Now, people who have actually focused on keeping their body intact, or fitness, maybe walking, maybe taking care of the way you eat food, is so profound that once you build your well-being habits, the other things will start following it. You understand? So you are in deep trouble, you are distressed, you are highly distracted. Start building well-being habits. So pick up 2-3 well-being habits, start building for yourself, and then you will see that things will change, because life is about mirror principle. Mirror principle, as has been rightly pointed out. Mirror principle is that you stand in front of mirror will never lie. If you have a mole here, the mirror will never say that you don't have a mole. And this is mirror principle means, and if your environment in which you are, external environment, is disturbing, right? Where is the disturbance? It's not in the environment, it's inside you, because the mirror will never lie. Because the moment, if you want to get away with this distraction, you first have to remove your mole. Then only the mirror will say, oh, okay, you're good. You understand? So when you start building your own well-being, your own self-reflection, your own capacity, outer world actually comes in place, automatically comes in place, and everything will look very good for you. The same environment will look good for you.
Thank you.